lose some weight.
Merry Christmas! JK.
Yeah, it's only like beginning of December. However, look at
Christmas decor.
I love that she's talking in Russian accent.
Ooh, cheers.
Cheers, Tequila Talk Tuesday.
Tequila Talk Tuesday. Yum.
Oh,
Kayam. Okay, guys. I have had an incident with one of my friends
no.
slash
I don't even know the story, you guys. Okay.
slash workers. I want to know what everyone thinks about working with their friends, because I only work with my friends, it seems like.
Yup.
And I feel like everyone says don't mix like friends and business,
Yeah.
but that's literally all that I do. And sometimes I feel like it works to my advantage because I know how people are, so then I know how to handle it, and then I don't take it personally. But yeah, I kind of want to talk about that today, and like what your
I
experience.
want to know the story that you haven't shared with me yet. Okay, so first of all, you guys may be sitting there going, but why are you guys talking about this? You guys are friends and you guys are working together. Hold on a second though. Because yes, Jenna and I do Tequila Talk Tuesday together, and it may evolve into something amazing, more amazing, because it already is fucking awesome, down the road. However, we are not financially constricted to each other. Constricted? Contracted? Responsible.
Both.
We have no financial obligations to each other. We don't make money off of Tequila Talk Tuesday. We don't make money off of like repping Terramana. Although
We would love to.
Yes, Mr. Dwayne Johnson.
No, we wouldn't love to make money. We would just love to be like with the rock.
Yeah, just come and do an episode of Tequila Talk Tuesday. Oh, he's getting tagged. But Jenna and I are not financially obligated to each other. So there's a difference. So there's no pressure. There's no financial pressure between us at all. The difference between our situation and your situation is you are actually like financially in business with your friends. So tell me.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, like drawing lines and knowing, not wanting, you never want to like let your friends down, and so.
But there has to be boundaries though too, because there is business boundaries. Actually, I can speak to this too, because I recently worked with a family member. Love this human being. I think she is an amazing businesswoman. I think that she is going to go places. But her working style and my working style, while we like agreed on most things, it wasn't the same. Her passions are not my passions. It was not the same. So it was and then it got to the point where we got into a little, it wasn't a tiff, I won't even call it that because it was so minute, it doesn't even matter, but
Just a conversation.
it was the comment, "That's what I pay you for," came up. And I am in contract I am not anybody's employee. I was contracting. And I have no heart, it doesn't matter. It's a fleeting moment, it doesn't even matter. But situations like that can definitely turn a business, family, friend relationship fucking sour.
Mm-hmm.
Sour.
Yeah, and it's just knowing like how to navigate that, because being able to establish what is business and what is friendship, and not taking advantage of either side of it.
Yeah.
And
because it's so easy to do. Imagine I can only imagine how many people from your friends and family are be like, "Well, can you just do this for me because you're my friend and I love you?" Or even lashes. I get "Well, we've known each other for a long time. Can't you give me a discount?" No.
Yeah.
No. You have to set your boundaries. And you and I even had this experience because you and I do trade, and you messaged me that one day and was just I just want to make sure that we're okay and we're that was so. First of all, I was just like, Jenna. But at the same time, it was so respectful because she values my time and my effort and my business, and I am the same with you because I've messaged you a bunch of times before and just been like, "Are you sure? Are you sure you're okay?" And we just there's that mutual respect, and I feel like that's almost what's missing in a lot of friend businesses, because it's just "Well, you're my friend, why didn't you do this for me?" oh, you're my friend, like, why didn't you give me this discount, or you should have done this, or you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, you...
That's where I think there's nothing wrong to work with friends. Like, I think that you just have to be very smart and diligent about it. And
have boundaries, like, right away.
Yeah, have boundaries. And so I feel so extremely grateful to be able to say that I work with all my friends, and like, it makes things, you go through rough patches for sure, but then you just know, because you respect one another, that you want to have a conversation about it so that it's not ever shitty. Because you don't want it ever to ruin a friendship. And I think as long as you go in with an open mind and have open communication to say, if at any point it's not working, you never want to jeopardize your friendship. Your friendship is always going to be more important, and just knowing the boundaries with that.
But also at the same time, with the whole taking advantage of things, yes, friendship is very, very important, but if that friend is disrespecting you and not serving you when it comes to your business and taking advantage, I'm sorry, that friendship can't be saved.
Well, so this is a good example. So one of my sister's, like, childhood friends, like, she went to school and she does massages now. She's not a massage, well, she's a registered massage therapist, but she does Chinese medicine.
Okay.
So she's a Chinese medicine doctor, and with that comes massage therapy. And so we like to go to her and support her, but my boyfriend fucked up his back at the gym, you know, whatever. And I was like, you need to just text her and, like, get in. So whatever he does, he gets in, and then she was like, no, don't worry, you don't have to pay me. And he's like, no, I want to pay you.
Yes.
I respect you. Like, this is me supporting you as a friend. Like, tell me, what do people normally charge, and I will pay that. And I think so often and I'm guilty of this. I'm an emotional discounter, and I preach to not be an emotional discounter.
I mean,
but I am.
And it's sometimes you feel, it just feels right. Sometimes
it is, and you have to go with it, but you shouldn't have to feel guilted into that.
And it's your decision whether or not you want a discount. So I have one of my besties, love her, Sherry. Yeah. Love her. She does this to me all the time, because like, and I've done, she's an amazing photographer. I would pay her every single day to take my picture. And there's been a couple instances where she does it because it beefs up her portfolio, or it's her project or whatever. And I always go, no, can I please pay you? And at the same time, while that is respectful, you also have to respect the other person's answer, because like when it's something that benefits her and she's like, no, I don't want it, I don't need it, don't worry about it, I let her know flat out, I respect your business, I absolutely adore you, and you are worth the money, please let me know. And like I said, if it's her decision and it benefits her, and they're usually for, like, you know, like, for her to, like, beef up her, like I said, beef up her portfolio, get into, like, you know, submissions to a magazine or whatever. But that's her decision, and I'm gonna respect that decision.
Yeah, and I think it's communication and acknowledging it, right? Because you don't ever want to do something and then that person just expect it. Yeah. And so that's where I feel like you just always have to have the communication whenever you're dealing with friends in business, of saying, like, I respect you, I appreciate your time, and, like, I want to do this for you. And if they still say no, like, honestly, it's okay, then also respect that, because they're also doing this for you too. Yeah. And so I think it's a give and take, and it goes both ways. The biggest thing is just communication and appreciation.
That goes with, like, any, like, if we're talking even just in generals, relationships in general need communication. They need open communication.
And appreciation.
Yes. Acknowledgement.
Yes.
Acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Like, if I come home and I do the fucking dishes, I want a gold star, okay?
Yeah. And that is, like, okay, like, segueing from friends and business and into relationships, because I feel like it's such an easy and perfect segue.
Relationships are business transactions. They 100% are. Maybe not financially, but emotionally, that's our currency when it comes to relationships. So if you want, hold on, because I just heard the best thing on the face of the planet the other day, and I can't fucking remember what it's from or who said it. However, he said, if you go to the gym for one day and you come home and you look in the mirror, what are you gonna see? Nothing. You go to the gym the next day and you come home and you look in the mirror. What are you going to see? Nothing. Does that mean you're going to give up? No, because you know fundamentally that if you keep going and you stay consistent, you will see results. Don't know what day it is, but one day you will see results. It's the same thing in relationships. You could go to the other person, hand them flowers and say happy birthday. Are you going to see something immediately in return? Are they instantly going to love you? In a new relationship, probably not. But if you can see a future and you see the light at the end of the tunnel, and even like married couples, like Jerry and I have been together for 14 years, and we've had a lot of people ask us what's our secret, and honestly what we say is communication, because and consistency, because I'm not, just because one day I'm having a shitty day and he does something nice for me, it doesn't mean that if I am shitty to him and I have a bad, that doesn't mean he's gonna stop trying. Doesn't mean he immediately gives up. He he fundamentally knows that I'm in it for the long haul and I'm in it to be happy. And so it's the same with any relationship. You're not gonna just give up just because so if I said if I gave you something and you were like thank you, but you didn't jump up and down and give me a hug and be like, oh my god, I'm so grateful, and cry tears of joy, I'm not gonna be slighted and oh my god, fuck you. No, I know that she appreciates, I gave it to her and I did something nice, and therefore it's going to strengthen our bond. And it goes with any relationship. You can't give up. You have to stay consistent.
And I do think, speaking to that, and it'll be interesting to hear your point of view on this, people say never go to bed angry. I think that's fucking bullshit.
I go to bed angry all the time.
Oh, I think it's actually the best thing for a relationship, because you don't want to be hashing it out when emotions are high and blah blah blah.
100%.
You want to take a breath, calm down. If Pablo's pissing me off and I'm annoyed and he's saying things that I'm
talk to me.
No, then I'm right? You know what? I'm just gonna go in this room for a bit.
Yeah. When you're constantly in somebody's face, just be no, we have to hash this out right now. Do you know what that person's gonna do? They're gonna get more irritated, more mad, and they're gonna lash right back at. Lash right back.
Take a breath. Right. You can go to bed angry. There's nothing wrong with that.
The best thing that I heard, the best quote that I have heard is that, do you know, the trend between married couples actually don't say I'm sorry. They ask stupid questions to get the conversation going. You walk into the kitchen, hey honey, was the dishwasher here when you were in it last? You know what I mean? Stupid questions, but it's honestly true, because if you're in a relationship and you start fighting over stupid shit, I use this example, but me and Jerry fought over ketchup one day.
I remember this.
That's what I mean. Ketchup, okay? Did we say sorry about arguing over the ketchup? No! Do you know what happened? He asked me a stupid question, did I check the lid trap in the dryer when I put the laundry in the dryer, or something stupid. And it got the conversation going, because if you're gonna hold on to petty shit like that, it's just never gonna work. And you can't talk out every single little tiny issue. Sometimes you just have to let it go, because what if that person's having a bad fucking day and he just doesn't want to talk about it? Or what if one of the kids or whatever, something happened at work and I'm just pissed off and I'm taking it out on him and it has nothing to do with him. If I'm gonna hold on to every single little tiny fight, it's just gonna no.
Yeah. And it's the same, and that's where it ties into every sort of transaction that you do in your life. It's built on relationships, and that's where in business too, working with my friend, I know that in the heat of the moment.
Wait, do I know what this is? Do I know? Was it in my entryway? Okay. I know the story. Okay.
Yeah, my friend, he's so in the moment and gets so passionate and emotional about things sometimes.
No, he gets angry. Let's use the right word.
And spews out stuff, and I know that he just needs that moment to spew it out, and I know he's not as mad as he sounds.
He's just fueled.
Yeah, and he just needs to get it out, and then once he gets it out, he'll take a breath, he'll have a fucking protein shake, and then it'll be fine, and we'll talk about it.
I want to point out that Jenna is the most understanding human being on the face of the planet, because I was there for this conversation, and if I was on the phone, I would be are you gonna let me fucking talk? I was actually livid for her.
But this is where this is where I think it's to the advantage that he's my friend.
Because you know who he
Because
is.
I know that.
And you know that he needs a second, and
Yeah.
you know that later on there's going to be an apology.
Yeah.
One
yeah.
after.
And that's where too, I think like if both people are fueled, nothing's gonna come of that, right? Because like if that would have been you and like the back me like, you motherfucker, just let me know, then it
But I also don't know him. If I had known him,
yeah,
right?
yeah, but like that's where in the heat of the moment it can't be both people because nothing's gonna come from that.
Yeah.
So let someone take a breather and then like when people are calm, talk about it and be like, hey, next time maybe don't do that. And this is exactly what we did. I said, hey, you know, maybe next time you're feeling that way, you just say all those things into like record yourself. Don't actually call me.
Yeah.
Record yourself. Pretend you're telling me.
Yeah.
And then have a protein shake, have a breath, and then call me.
Oh, there you go. Well, yeah, because like it doesn't make any. But actually, hold on. And you also need to, add on to this. You also need to listen to the other person
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
I mean, not like if that person is telling me like, because you know about him and you know all of the, like in the heat of the moment, if you had pressed, things would have escalated. So you know that he needed to take a break. At the same time, if you are arguing with somebody, and there are people out there, and I used to be one of these people that I wanted to hash it out right there because I get anxiety. I get anxiety just leaving things. And my husband would always say to me, leave me alone, give me a second. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want to be around you. Listen to that person.
Yeah.
They're literally telling you what they need.
Yeah.
At that moment, like I feel, and it's the same in business. Like there's a lot of people out there that say like leave emotions at the door when it comes to your business. But if you're an entrepreneur and you're running your own business, I'm sorry, your emotions are bled through your business. Mm-hmm. One like Pearl and Co.
Yeah.
This is your life. It's your baby. You literally live, breathe, and eat, sleep.
Yeah.
Pearl and Co. Mine's the same with my business, like especially with what I'm getting into. It's literally my blood, sweat, tears, personal history, everything. My entire life is poured into this. So how can you not get emotional? How can you not? However, if there's ever a time that you are working with somebody and you are getting fired up and fueled and emotionally like propelled, take a second, breathe, listen to the other person, like they need a breath, just part ways. It's okay. It's gonna happen for a second and then you can come back. But just boundaries. We gotta bring that up too though.
Yeah.
I know we did, but like,
Yeah.
I'm getting tequila fueled. And if you don't get emotionally fueled, get tequila fueled by Terramana.
Hashtag Terramana.
Woo!
Hashtag DJ. Hashtag The
Rock. I like it. But I do think that boundaries in business, especially with friends, are doubly important than going into business with a stranger. Mm-hmm. Or because if you go into business with a stranger who's only financially invested, that's all they're worried about is just the financial aspect. Whereas if you go into business with a friend, there's the emotional aspect, the relationship, the history.
Yeah. You need to learn to compartmentalize.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Understand that business is business.
Mm-hmm. That's the moral of the story. Business is business. Friends are friends. Go to bed angry and talk it out when you're not so emotionally fueled.
I like it.
Or tequila fueled, because nothing ever good happens at 3 a.m. when you're drunk and fighting.
I don't know about that. Oh, well, fighting. I was
Yeah.
going to say, like, tequila fueled. I bet lots of
drunk
things.
and fighting. Yeah, good things with tequila, but like, it makes fighting, just don't do it. Just go to bed, rest it off. Chat tomorrow.
Well, Jenna and I have finished because we're luscious. But we love you. Cheers.
See you next week.